Hey, good people, it's your man Shannon Casino, and this is another episode of Fifth Charge. Thank you guys for tuning in, tapping in with your boy. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you guys already right off top. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. And also make sure you share this episode as well to anybody in your contact list. Make sure you share it. We're trying to build this thing up. That's what we're doing here. This is a movement. It's just the beginning. It gets better. Be proud of your humble beginnings. And this is where we are. So I'm really hoping that you guys really get in tune with what the Fifth Charge is offering and what I am doing with Fifth Charge. Be inspired and continue to give me motivation by staying in contact and connecting with me, sharing with your friends and family, watching at work, all of those things, talking about it, talking about the topics that maybe I'm talking about. All right, but it grows, it gets better. So thank you guys for tapping in. Well, first of all, I hope you guys had a great week. I know that I did. I had a great week, really smooth week. Getting ready to go into a fast, but we'll talk about that. I know one thing I want to do before I go any further. I know that the last episode, I forgot to congratulate my Boston Celtics. And so I want to take this time to shout out the whole 617 area, Boston, Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, but not just Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, the area in which I'm from. I'm talking about all of the Massachusetts area, and up in New Hampshire, the New England area. We love our Boston Celtics. We love our Boston teams. I don't know what city you from, but I know I'm from a city that they call a city of champs. And we don't take that lightly. I was looking at something online. It was a meme I had seen, and the meme had all of the banners over the years, had all of the banners of from Celtics to Bruins to Red Sox to Patriots, all of the banners over the years. And when you look at that, it's truly inspirational. It's inspiring. It's motivating more than anything. And it just, when I think about that, when I think about my own life, and maybe when you think about your own life, there is an attitude that you have when you surround yourself around winners. It's like that's the room that you want to be in. That's the crowd that you want to be around. You want to be around the winners. You want to be around people who are prone to winning, who expect to win. True winners, confident winners, they have enough expectancy of their win that they also expect the people that are around them to win as well. And that's, to me, that's what a leader is. A leader is winning, but a winner at the same time is teaching the people around them how to win as well. That's a leader. That's the person who is set apart to prophesy, to be a prophet to the nations. Somebody who can take what they've learned, take their skills, and say, I'm going to teach this to somebody so somebody else can win. And even their overflow, like I heard a pastor say, I heard a pastor say, what was it? He said, make sure you're next to the right people because when you win, the overflow is going to flow over to the people who are around you. I don't know about you, but I believe that. I believe that when you are around winners, the overflow of their winnings flows to the people that are around them. It's something about that. Like, I don't know why this came up, but it's like, and I don't know why I'm going to say it anyway, but some people, maybe scratch tickets or something like that. Right. Money scratch tickets, lottery. Right. But one thing I've noticed for the most part, I only win when I already have money. You ever notice that? I don't win. I don't really win often off of gambling. If I ever was to do it, right? But I only win when I already have money in my pocket. It's never the moment when you say, "Okay, I'm down to my last. Let me go and spend my $10 on this $10 scratch ticket," and then that ticket's a dud. So now you're even $10 further in the hole than you was, right? So now you're further in the hole. But it only comes when you are, I don't know why my phone is going so crazy right now. Everybody's like on it right now. Seems like when you get started doing something, then everybody wants to see, and then it flows, more connection. So it only comes, like I said, when you have money in your pocket, then you go and get a scratch ticket, you'll win 30, 40, $50. Hopefully more. I would want you to win more. But if you're already in the hole and just, having a bad day, you're having a bad week, a month, and you say, listen, I got $20 left. I'm about to go get, some $10 scratch tickets. And then it just doesn't happen for you. You know what I mean? Now you're even further in the hole. So I say all this to say that, surround yourself with those people who are winning. They're likely to win. That's all they know is win. It's not many people around you who think like that, but there are some that you can see like they are confident that they are going to win, that they're going to make it. Something great is going to happen for them. And if you're not used to that, it's a little uncomfortable because sometimes we look at those people as if they think they're all of this and all of that, but it's not. It's that they're in a place and in a space in their spirit that they expect to come out on top. And if you would change your mind, more things would happen for you in that regard. You would win. So yeah, that's what it is. You just get around people who are winning. It is a full vibe. It's a vibe to be around people who are winning and who expects to win. It is a full vibe. I love it. Changed my life, and I know that it would change your life to get around people who will show you the way. Like all we do, that Khaled song is real. All we do is win. There are people who really live by that vibe. That's their spirit. All I do is win. I'm not losing nothing. And even and here's what makes them a winner too. Even when they do lose a battle, they don't accept it as a loss. They accept it as a learning experience. And I think that's a mindset that you have to be in. That's how you have to accept it when you do lose. Because that's life. You listen, win is all you do, but there will be a day, because you're human and there's no perfect person, no perfect situation. There will be a day that you will lose something. But when your mindset is changed and it's different, and it's aligned with all I do is win, you'll see really quickly. You'll see that I didn't lose. I learned today. Today I learned. So that's the mindset that I hope and I pray for you, is that you're never losing. You're either learning or you are winning. There's no other option for you. And especially if you on this Fifth Charge podcast, you have been charged to win. That's what we do over here. We win, and this is your winning season. What's his name? Pastor Mike McClure. Go ahead and listen to that about 10 times. Winning season. It's your winning season. Shout out to Pastor Mike McClure. He's doing a good job, good, awesome preaching and building up his city down there in Alabama, Rock City Church. So shout out to Rock City Church. Got to make it down there. I want to make it to a service down there. Come from a family of pastors. That's awesome. What else we got going on? Did you did any of you check this Biden versus Trump debate? I mean, it's such entertainment. It's not even really politics anymore. It's it's entertainment. That's what this is. That's what when you see Trump and you see Biden right now in this season, as we are on this, they're on this presidential run for who's going to be the president for in 2024. It's entertainment. If you watch the debates, like when it comes on and you start seeing them doing the marketing for it, like a boxing match and things like that, that's entertainment, man. That's entertainment. Here's one thing that kind of tripped me out about that debate, whether you watched it or not. Here's one thing that tripped me out about it. There is about between 350 million citizens, people here in America. Only, and we're talking about the most important position in this planet. In this country, the most important position in this country, and we're talking about the United States presidency. Only 51 million people tuned in to watch. That means approximately 300 million people don't even care anymore. That says a lot. That says a lot when a presidential debate is pretty much on every channel across almost every network, and only 51 million of 350 million people tuned in. What does that tell you? People are just tired of being lied to. People don't like what they see. I think the word is cringe. That's the word everybody's on right now, cringe. And it is pretty cringeworthy to see a president who is older, and getting older, maybe some health issues, to be a leader of a country with 350 million people in it, to have another candidate who used to be the president, who has now become a felon, maybe narcissistic, maybe all of these things that's going on. And it makes me think, like, if we take this into our own lives, if we put this situation in our own lives, and we have one person who is maybe a direct, deceitful, and liar, but has 1, 2, 3 good qualities. And on the other side, this person has 1 or 2 good qualities, but then 3 or 4, qualities that are not so good. It makes you, it's like, for me, if it was in my life when it came down to friends and having friends, and I was in this kind of dilemma, I would have a question. The question for me to myself would be, what am I settling for? Why do I have to settle with these qualities when the good qualities are less than the bad qualities? but I on both ends, but I have to settle for one. That's already to me control. Yeah, you got to pick one. And I guess the right thing to say is, I guess to be politically correct, make sure you do go out and vote. Yeah, because I guess we have to pick one. But it's like, why do I have to settle? There has to be somebody more qualified that will do me right out there in my friendships. Like, I don't have to settle for this kind of friendship or this kind of relationship, this type of bond we're supposed to have if it doesn't fit me, if it doesn't fit us. Isn't there somebody else? I'm sure there's somebody else out there that would do you right. And that's what I believe about this country. I believe that out of 350 million people, there are people out there who could run this country. And I'm sick of the entertainment of the politics that now we're talking about celebrities being, I mean, I know that happens. Reagan was a movie star as well, but like, it's like, man, who's the next movie star? Who's the next reality show president of the, it's like, are we a joke? Because I don't know. I don't either one. I love my country. I love where I'm from. I love this land. I love this land that my ancestors have contributed in such a great way to build. But as far as who's considered to be our leaders right now, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. It's like, come on. This is it? This is what we got? This is what we working with? This is it? Two men having a toddler fits. He say, she say, pointing out the faults of each other, not taking accountability. If they won't take accountability for their actions against each other, then the proof is in the pudding that they're not going to take accountability for their actions with the people. I have a friend who had rented out some rooms, to some people who were looking for a place to live, and she had a big enough house, so she said, I'm just gonna rent out two of the rooms. She got like a 5-bedroom house. It's like I'm gonna rent out two of the rooms, and so she did. She rented out two of the rooms, and the two people that she made tenants, lifestyles in the home domestically was very different from the owner's home, how they live. And so those two new tenants started to argue all the time, and they were fighting, and what they were fighting about was he's not clean, she's not clean. They were fighting. I told my friend, I said, they're not fighting over who is cleaner. This is what you got to pay attention to. They're not fighting over who is cleaner. They're fighting over who's the messiest. Glory to God. That's what they was fighting over. I said, are you listening to what their argument is and what they're both coming back to tell you? Neither one is telling you that, listen, I'm too clean for this person to be messy like this. We share the same bathroom. I'm too clean for that. Neither one is saying that. They both were saying the other was more messy than the other. And you know what that resulted in? It resulted in an eviction. You both got to go. You both got to go. That's how I see it. And pay attention to people that he say, she say, and things like that. Like, you know, like what was going on with this debate and everything. It was just it was a hot mess. And I say that to say, I personally think they both got to go. I ain't with neither. I ain't with none of the smoke. Because they smoke make me look crazy, makes me look like I'm not on top of my game. Hence, my house looks a mess because of some people that I invited to take a position in my house, and they didn't uphold it. They didn't honor it. So that's just my spill on, because I don't want to go too deep into politics, things like that. That's not my field. But I'm just saying that the behaviors and this whole thing is, what's the word? What they say? I heard my boy say it's nasty work. That's nasty work. Everything about this run for the presidency is nasty work. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. Man, you crazy. Y'all ain't tired of that? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. What else we got going on? Hey, congratulations to Bronny for making it in the league with his dad. Congratulations, young brother. And playing with your father. That's amazing. That's good work. We got to lay off of that. He only made it in because because his father is who it is. Guess what? I love that. While some people look at that like that's the worst thing that could have happened. He ain't even that talented. He ain't even this talented. What? He's talented enough. He's talented enough to go in and learn just like any other of these rookies that are coming in this year. He's talented enough. And yes, his father is LeBron James. And I think that it's beautiful that his dad pulled him up. Isn't that how it's supposed to go? For the wrestling goers, for the cats out there that love WWE. I know I ain't gonna front. I grew up on WWE. Undertaker is still one of my favorites to this day, even though he ain't even wrestling. It's still one of my favorites. So let's take the WWE for instance. Like you have Vince McMahon, right? And then you have Shane McMahon. He brings his son in to do a big job. Is his son better than him at the job? Probably not. But is his son qualified to wrestle and to be a president or owner or founder, to be in a high position in the WWE? Yes, he is. His father is who he is. And of course, his father will counsel him and be a great advisor to him and show him how to win. Nobody said nothing about Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. But we will have something to say about LeBron James and his junior. Who do we think we are? It's a terrible mindset. We got good people out there. It's a terrible mindset to have. That's nasty work. Is Shane McMahon a better wrestler than the other wrestlers that came down the line? No, he's not the best wrestler I've seen on WWE. He doesn't even make my top 5, top 10. But he qualifies. Bronny qualifies. Maybe it was a rush job to get him in the door before his father retires. Maybe it was. But he got his son in. And I don't even want to be cliche and say what most people would say, and I have seen them say, don't be mad because you can't even get your son in at FedEx. You know, that's it's too cliche. It's like, what can you do for your son or daughter to put them in a higher position? And what father or mother, no matter where your life is right now, I just couldn't believe that if you was going after something in the footsteps that your mother or father is in, I just couldn't see your mother and father not giving you the best advice and pulling you up to a level that you're going after. Like if your mother and father was, owned a manufacturing company. I don't know why I'm saying that, but a manufacturing company, they started it from the bottom, your mom and your dad. And then you go into that same business and you're starting to work it and you're starting to do your thing and and people are recognizing you for being a star worker and understanding the business of that manufacturing company. And then, your mom and dad says, okay, we're going to pull you up as the vice president of this. I don't see what the problem is with that. Oh, yes, there are other people that's well deserving. Yes, you're right. Is there another kid the same height, the same age as Bronny that has just as much skill, if not more, that deserves to be in that position? Probably. Yep, most likely. Michael Jordan is the best basketball NBA player that I've ever seen. I still believe that the best basketball player in the world never played in the NBA. That can outplay Michael Jordan, has more confidence. He probably works in another business and probably great in that business. But if you put him on the court, probably can dust Michael Jordan just for fun. Or any other great player of any sport that you know. The Olympics is on right now, which is dope. I love the Olympics, Summer Olympics. I still believe that there are people out there who are probably better, probably without working out. There's somebody that can swim longer and faster that don't work out. That's not in the runnings. That's not even presenting themselves to be in the games. So yes, there's always someone better. But I think it's deserving, and I think it says a lot to our community that you have this man who is called the king, arguably one of the best basketball players of all times. He's in the mentions. People mention LeBron James when they mention Kobe, when they mention Michael Jordan. He's mentioned. So I want my son to play because my son wants to play and my son has the passion, he has the drive. I see a little bit of myself in my son. I see that he has what it takes. I see where he can improve. So yeah, let's get him in there. Let's stop knocking our people. Let's stop knocking our people for stuff like that. That stuff's important, man. We need that. And I was talking about WWE. There's so many corporations and so many other businesses out there. That's generational. Vince McMahon sits down, his son and his daughter stands up. How old are you? The WWE has been on as long as you've been alive. Has been on the air. has been touring non-stop since you was in elementary school and before. My dad can tell me about wrestlers from the WWE from before I was born. And it's still going today, and it's now passed down to this man's kids. What are you passing down to your kids? What are you passing down to your kids? I hope it's not trauma. That's the only thing our community get rewarded for, is passing down trauma. Passing down a collection of sneakers, some Jordans. Passing down the apartment that we grew up in the projects. Mama got old and moved out or got sick, so now it's your apartment. Paying somebody else who owns the apartment complex. We got to break that. The name of the game is to leave a legacy for your children, an inheritance. A man who leaves an inheritance for his children is a wise and blessed man. Every product in your house that you use, clothing lines, fancy clothing lines, cars, with almost everything, it's a legacy of a family, and they pass it down. The Rothschilds owns almost everything on the planet. And it started from the beginning of their legacy. It started from insurance and the passing down. And the passing down. Last I checked, the Rothschild estate is in the upper 300, 400 trillion dollars. Yeah. So let's get off Bronny, and let's get off of LeBron for that awesome move made. I think it was awesome. I'm not mad at LeBron. How many of you wish that your dad could put you in the position that you of the dream in which you're going after? If I could call my dad and say, oh, and my dad says, yep, my son's on his way to being the #1 podcast in the world. Or my son has the #1 song in the country right now. Or my son has the #1 movie in the country, in the world right now. If my dad was in that position, yes, I'll take it. So think about the thing that you want, the thing that you're going after. Yes, and don't get it twisted. Yes, there is hard work that comes along with this. It's not just given to you, but it's hard work. Your kid has to want it. You have to want that thing. And when you, as a parent, if you see that they want this thing and you're in the position, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, guys. I think I'm going to leave it right there. I do have a meeting that I have to attend for my nonprofit, 10 of Grace. I have a meeting I'm excited about, getting ready to start. That's probably what the most likely what those messages that were coming in was about, that people getting prepared for the meeting. I'm excited about it. 10 of Grace and Kids with Intent. We're building this program for these kids for next summer. Make sure you guys get involved. Hit me up on the website, in my inbox. Just reach out to me if you want to know more information. www.10ofgrace.org. to get more information. I need more of you guys. I need more help. I need more advisors. I need teachers. I need all kind of help added to this thing because I believe in this thing. I believe it's going to be something great. I'm excited about it. So make sure you guys stay in contact. Like I said, make sure you guys subscribe and share. Share this this podcast. Share this video, and get it out to your people. Be a part of the team. Team C Notes. That's what it is. Team C Notes. Keep it 100. Keep it 100 with me. This has been another quick episode. You guys, stay in touch. Talk back to me. Say something in the comments. Tell me something. Let's talk. Bring up a topic for the next time. Maybe we can talk about that on the next episode. Let's talk about stuff. I just want your feedback. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I can do greater. Because that's what it's about in this season. It's about building yourself up for your next season that's coming. Be ready. Be prepared for the next season that's coming because it's coming. But you want to be ready for it. And I want to be ready for it. And I need your feedback. Help me out. Like I said, this is growth. You're going to watch growth right here. You're going to watch me get better because I want to get better. I want to be better at speaking to people in front of the camera, on the microphone, to get me ready for this next level. I don't know what God is doing in this season, but he's doing something and I'm here to receive it. I want what God wants for me. I didn't try my plan with everything and I'm done with my plan. So you guys stay in touch and I'll see you on the next episode. You already know the name. See ya.